Hello, hello, hello. Apparently I am live. Okay, so how is everyone? I have 7 thumbs up and 2 people here, so I guess that's cool. Anyway, I'll give it a few minutes for people to come on, and then today we're just going to have a Q&A, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Techy Tuesday and what I have planned for the winter anyway with Techy Tuesday, and how much fun is that going to be? I don't know. I never know what to say when there's nobody here interacting with me or talking back with me, because I feel like I'm just babbling. Babble, babble, babble. La 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 la. La 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 la. Babble, babble, babble. Sorry, I'm looking over at the other screen. I have myself on the other screen so that I can watch the YouTube chat, because that's where I can react quickly if there's some kind of a nasty person coming on to my live stream at all. Hey, Gail, how are you? Barb is still searching. Barb, right? Did I get it right this time? Just hunting for free food. She wants bean dip and tater chips, because the guy selling tickets said there'd be refreshments. I don't know. He's gone again. Took off with my refreshments, ran off with my bean dip. Not a lot, Gail. Just going to be starting up with Techy Tuesdays again. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm only going to go live once a month. I'm going to go live on the first Tuesday of every month and do kind of a Q&A session. And then the other Tuesdays in the month will be a premiere with a lesson. We're going to start with Photopea, and we're actually going to keep on. Gail can get you free food. She is fabulous. So what we're going to do is I have this Adobe Classroom in a book, which is what I used when I first learned how to use Photoshop way back when. And yeah, so we're just going to go through the book, and I might have to hunt for some pictures to allow us to do some of this stuff, because I don't know that I still have the disc anywhere that has those original pictures that we used that came with the training thing. But we'll just go through that and we'll just learn how to do stuff. And yeah, so that's my plan. I don't know. Any questions? Keep on, Kale. I need some free food. I wonder if your coupons, most of them, see, because it's a different country, it's a little different, I think. I mean, I know writing to the companies can still work and can still get you stuff, free stuff, but is it different if you're in Canada and in the US? I don't know. I don't know that part. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it'd do me a lot of good to write to companies in the US. I know one time I had an issue with my Fixodent, holding my dentures in, and it popped open at the bottom and squirted all over me one day. And I did write to them, and they sent me back some nice coupons for some free product, and that was fabulous. I was hoping for free product so I wouldn't have to go to the store, but the coupons were better than nothing. Yeah, I will have to do that, Gail, and see what I can get. Part of the problem is, like, especially now with us not going anywhere, it's hard to use coupons if you don't go to a store, right? Most places don't let you use them online when you're checking out. unless it's specifically an online coupon. But I will try. I will try. I'm going to copy some of your letters. And we'll send them off and we'll see what happens. Anyway, I dropped that link in there if anyone wants to pop up and visit with me. Doesn't look like we have very many questions this week, which I'm not too surprised because we haven't had Techy Tuesday all summer. But yeah, I figure that way we can do it. We can, you'll have 3 weeks where you can go in and just look at lessons and figure stuff out with Photopea, and then we'll have the Q&A where we can talk about what we've learned and if anybody's having any problems with anything, or if there's other stuff that people want to learn. Like, I don't really know what people want to learn. I just know what I know and what I can teach. So I'm going to start with Photoshop because it's my favorite, and we'll go from there. And then I also love that we found this Photopea, which if you don't have Photoshop, Photopea is a fantastic alternative from what I've seen. It is super, super close to Photoshop. There's been a few little things that I found that were a little bit different. But for the most part, they're very, very similar. And it is, what are the settings for YouTube? Your new phone has glitches. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I love your logo. That is so cute, Gail. I'm not sure what you mean by which settings do you mean, Gail? Oh, and yeah, I don't ever use my phone for YouTube. Like, very rarely. I should, I guess, just to try it, but I always just use one of my computers. I like big screens. I like big screens and I cannot lie. No. Charles made it. Yeah, he did good. That is super cute. Super cute. And it definitely stands out. That yellow and red are always really good colors for making things stand out. I can probably hide that. And look, I have a name. Yeah, I want to try that program that he was talking about, that pick maker. I haven't tried it yet, but I wonder if that's what he used for that. Do. 4 people here. Who are the 4 people here? There's Gail and Barb and 5 now. Woohoo! Like I said, today is just a Q&A. I'm still waiting for a little bit of clarification from Gail on the settings that she's looking for, because I'm not sure what she means. But yeah, so I don't know how long this live will keep going. Oh, look who's there. Yay. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, so like on my phone when I'm downloading, it has to do with like 1280 by this number or that number. So
Okay.
now I have this new phone. I didn't have this with the old phone. I had to get a new phone because I didn't have enough memory.
Right.
So now sometimes when I make videos, it does a kind of a VH, you know how they have that effect called VHS where it does the, yeah, it's doing that on its own. And I'm
Oh,
wondering if it's too high of a resolution. Is that the right word?
yeah, yeah. It might be. Have you looked at your camera resolutions? Should be in your camera settings.
To see if I'm going over. I mean, wouldn't the camera not let you go over what you can do?
Well,
No?
the camera might support it, but YouTube might not.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Your camera might have the capability where it can take these big, giant, huge video files and pictures, but YouTube may not be able to accept them because they're too big or something.
It's not doing that on every video. It's only doing that on some videos.
Oh,
so
weird.
So my goal, my new goal is, since my little thumbs have been going down for a long time, is to try to do 3 10-minute videos a week, or 3 8 to 10-minute videos a week.
Yeah.
So that's my goal, to try to see if I can get those thumbs to go back up. I don't know how long it's going to take for YouTube to realize that, you know, when all the people were playing my playlist to help me get monetized, they were helping me, but they were not helping me, sort of.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, you were cool and now you suck, you know?
Yeah.
And,
yeah, I got that too. My numbers are going down a little bit all the time now because I have.
It stops promoting you as well or something, because even my shout out videos that used to get 100 views are now getting like 50.
Oh, wow.
And now this recent one is almost up to 100 like before, but that's because I shouted out a big YouTuber that put it some places that caused it to get more views.
Right,
so
right.
Not normal. If you look at all my other shout out videos, I went from 100 down to 50, and then this one went back up to 100, but it was only because I shouted out Tuber Chat, which is a almost 3,000 channel.
Right.
He's like you. He's some kind of computer genius. It's like you and Charles. He's some kind of computer genius or something. But yeah, Charles made my logo and banner for this channel, so that's why it's so awesome. I cannot take credit for that.
I'll have to go check out your banner. I haven't been on the channel for a while. I'll have to go check out
the same.
Okay.
It's exactly the same. It's matching. All the numbers on the coupon channel are going up. I'm up to 288 on that channel now, so I'm almost about 1,500.
Nice.
So,
hi, Gay. How are you?
I can't see the chat, so I don't know anything that's going on. Your text is on the back.
I like their t-shirts. I saw someone else wearing one of those the other day.
Yeah, yeah, it is a lot. I don't know who else has one. I'm trying. I have so many videos I'm trying to get ready for. I have my preserving video for Britain Farms Homestead, and then I have my the prepping books that I have for Bushcraft Family. So I have those, and then I still have my barbecue cook-off one, which he did that. So I have literally 3 collaboration videos to get out. So I'm working on my dehydrating right now for that video. It's probably going to be a fairly simple video.
Sometimes they have to be.
Huh?
Sometimes they have to be.
Yeah. And then tomorrow I think I'll work on my prepping one that I have. But that's really the only thing I have going on right now. I've been practicing with the shorts on this channel with that new little shorts button that's 15 seconds and you can pick out the music or whatever. I've been practicing with that. My fried squash hit about 1,200, and then I think I had a kitten video that hits 6,800 or something. So
nice.
With that,
I'm not a big fan of shorts, but I always forget to turn my camera the right way.
That I just watched a video on it, I think it's that Fabulous 50s lady or whatever, but she put a video where she read the thing from YouTube where YouTube is launching a program for these shorts in the beta, and they're going to actually pay people that are in the YouTube partner program and other people as well. They're going to pay for it. So, but I'm not doing any shorts on the coupon channel unless it's coupon related, because I want to try to get it to grow naturally so that hopefully I won't have the plummeting that I had on this one.
Right.
So I'm going to try to.
That was one of the things way back when I was like 200 subscribers, so it was quite a long time ago, but I got involved with some of those, you know, they have those grow your channel live streams, and you go in, and I did that for about a week, and I said, that is not for me. I want my channel to grow naturally so that I'm not reliant on other people having to play my stream so that I can keep my numbers up. I wanted it to be more of a natural. You're never late, Stephen. You are always right on time.
So, Bushcraft Family, she was just saying how much she enjoyed your my new logo, and I told her that you made it. So
yeah, absolutely, it's adorable.
He did great. I didn't even know what I wanted, but once I opened it, saw it, it was like he read my mind, and it was perfect.
That's fantastic.
There's there that you cannot even say exactly what. All I said is that I wanted to do it with a background of yellow with some red in it, because I wanted it to have totally different colors from Gail Southern Living. So that's all I said was that. And then I sent a couple of things, but they weren't really that good. And he just come up with that. And I was like, oh, that's perfect.
Perfect.
That's like something I would do too, is sit down on the floor and be like, you know, papers.
Yeah, flipping coupons. I could see you doing that.
They're sorting or whatever, but I haven't put out a coupon video in about a week until today. But I mean, you have to have, it's like, you have to have content. You have to have something to actually put out, you know. So, but I did do two last week. I did do 2 lives on this channel to try to start to work on the watch hours, because I only have like 300 watch hours for this. I have a really long ways to go, but I want eventually for the people on the channel to actually want to learn about couponing.
Right, exactly. Well, that's
a weird thing to say, but I want people to really want to learn, because I mean, it's like some kind of weird superpower I have to be able to do it, and I want to be able to teach it to people who actually need it. And I had a lady that found me, and she's not a channel, and I asked her how she found me, and she said I put in the words couponing day 1, and what she got was my hashtag couponing, and then also where I had done that series where I put the word day 1.
Yeah.
So it pulled those 2 together, which were 2 separate things. So now that I know where she got that from, I started putting in hashtag couponing day 1 in there. And I also asked my mom and my sister and my husband all things that they thought I should put in for hashtags. Like if you were going to search as a beginner, what would you put in? And so I got all of their feedback, and I'm going to start trying to input all that into my tags, you know, to help me to find new people that want to learn about couponing.
Yeah, for sure.
But the hashtag thing I actually learned from you, so about putting those hashtags in.
Bushcraft says he did a video on his Bush Tech channel that Will It Grow will love. So I know I'll have to go and watch that.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
And Petey does it.
So for those of you who have just come in, I'm just going to kind of reiterate what I said about the Techy Tuesday. So we are starting them back. The first Tuesday of every month will be a live feed where I can answer any questions that anybody has. And then the other Tuesdays, I'm going to have a taped lesson for people to go to and look at and go through. And then the first Tuesday we'll come back and we'll have another live where people can ask questions or mention anything else they want to learn. Hey, Joe. So I don't know if anybody has any techie questions for me today, because we haven't had any Techy Tuesdays all summer, so there hasn't been any learning going on.
I didn't know.
Maybe we've been learning stuff,
but I'll try to write down some questions for next week.
Yeah, absolutely. For next month, for sure.
I was not prepared. I was actually finishing off a coupon letter that I wanted to send. My goal is to try to do one a day to get ready for the next batch that I'm going to send out. In
oh my gosh!
For a while there, I was doing them every month or every other month. I was sending out letters. So I love going free shopping.
Yes, free shopping is the best for sure.
Best. I usually grab something while I'm there, you know, even if it's something small, like bananas. Like I just got through watching Bushcraft's video about the wheat thing, so I actually grabbed a box of pasta.
Oh, there you go.
Based on that, so
yeah, that's what I've been stocking up on too. Is like pasta and potatoes and rice and flour.
Yeah, and I just bought like about 5 cans of carrots because I realized I was out. And yeah, I'm just trying to keep check on my preps and make sure that I have everything I need.
Yeah.
One of my preps that I try to do is keep stuff to make soup. You know, like your beef broth, chicken broth. You know, your canned vegetables for your winter time when if you don't have certain things put up, like potatoes is not really something I want to put up, so I keep canned potatoes around, and carrots in case I don't have carrots in the fridge or in the garden at that time. I want to have canned carrots on hand and just stuff that you would put in a soup.
Yeah, that's where I find the Thrive so handy.
Having the what?
The Thrive foods, the freeze-dried stuff that I keep in supply. I mean, because I quite often will just take a bunch of cans of that, throw it into some broth, add some spices, and that's dinner.
Yeah. I'm dehydrating bell peppers, basil, and parsley today.
Okay. Nice.
That's going to be for like once I get it all going, I'm going to put it in a big bowl and I'm going to mix it around and get it all nice and mixed and then put it all in a thing together. I can use for soups or spaghetti or goulash or anything.
Absolutely.
Anything really. That could really go with anything.
They do, Stephen. They have different types of freeze-dried potatoes. They've got chunks and they've got like mashed potatoes that are made out of real potatoes. And I think they have another, like chunks, dices, and then the ones for mashed potatoes.
I'm going to look up a recipe for something rare that I'm going to
coming in. I'll see you soon.
Try to make one thing I'm dehydrating be kind of rare. So I'm going to look up a recipe right after I get off here, and
there you go.
To the last tray that will be kind of different. So
yeah,
I'm going to try to make the video a little bit interesting by doing one thing that's kind of rare. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I need to harvest my basil too. I was looking at my plant the other day. It's like 2 feet tall.
I wish I had some harvest. I have tons of basil. It's like I planted it in my section of tomatoes back here. I've already harvested. And then in my newer tomato bed that I have, I planted it on both sides and in the middle because I was trying to keep the, the bugs out of it. My squash has officially been taken over by something.
Oh, no.
Some kind of bug or something. I mean, I got a lot of squash out of it.
I think one of your pumpkins might have come up. Remember you sent me pumpkin seeds, Gail's pumpkins? I'll have to do a video. Hi, sifting some soil.
You know,
See, I had that one the one plant that I threw out into my dirt pile, and then it sprouted, and so I saved it and planted it and called it mystery seed number 4. I think it might be your pumpkin.
Awesome. I finally got 2 pumpkin plants up. One is small and one is really big. Nice. I don't know if I know I should already have fruit on it, but that area is back there where I got flooded. I planted 4 pumpkin seeds, and I got 2 plants out of that. One of them looks really healthy. The other one looks a little puny. But we're taking care of it. And they extended our shed wares until November 23rd. So we'll see if I get anything out of it or not. I'm just happy the plant's up, you know. I don't even expect fruit. I'm just happy, you know, the plant's up and healthy, you know. But, you know, it's weird. I'm doing it for shed wares. I get no pumpkins. Last year I got pumpkins just fine. Like, just because the whole world's watching, now I got to screw it up. I'm thinking about doing a video on, this is another video I have planned. I want to show all the seeds I have available. And then I want to set up a video saying what I have available and do some seed swaps with some people. I know one thing for sure that I have is red okra, which I got the seed from Mackenzie Lindstrom. And then I harvested anything that I let it get too big to where it's not really eating quality. I went ahead and cut those out, and I'm drying out the seeds for that. So I'm saving. So that's one thing I'm going to do a seed swap on is the red. It's a beautiful plant. It really is beautiful. I mean, it's just a nice looking plant. Yeah. It's thick and pretty and nice. Flowers on it. It just looks neat. It would even be neat just as a decoration in your yard. How tall does it get? Mine's about 4 foot, I think. Okay. That's not too tall. I've heard that some of them can get to be like 6 or 7 feet tall. I've gotten so much out of it. I've gotten so much, and it actually is red. They actually are red. The problem with me growing okra is that then I'd have to eat okra, and I don't do that. I don't cook it that much either. I actually just cook it for hubby, and like I said, it's a really pretty plant. I just wanted to, more than anything, I wanted to try it. Well, that's just it. I grew a bunch of stuff I'd never grown before this year, just because I wanted to try growing it because I'd never grown it before. Like I have some yellow crookneck squash, and the plant is huge and is doing beautifully. And none of us in this house eat squash. It's not the yellow squash is not my favorite. Like I can eat it, but it's not my favorite. But I'll eat it like mixed in something. Or like fried up, but like by itself, not really as much. But I really prefer the flavor of zucchini. But I mean, I've been eating zucchini since I was a little girl, so I'm so used to eating zucchini. I mean, my mom had tons of recipes for stuff with zucchini. I'm just so used to it. But I think that the zucchini train is over. But I had one big, huge zucchini left. And I made some zucchini bread with that. Oh, nice. So there you go. The last of the zucchini bread for this year. Unless, you know, I don't know. I think that whatever bug or worm or whatever that is out there, I need to make a little short video on it. Just, you know, maybe I'll keep it real and show that in my shed wares video. What is attacking my squash? There you go. I have used no fertilizer. Oh, wow. I have used nothing to kill bugs. It's all completely organic. The only thing that I use that's even remotely like a bug killer is I use some diatomaceous earth on some ants. Yeah. And I use some of that banana water on some of the plants. As a matter of fact, I remember specifically pouring the banana water on my pumpkin plants, thinking I can't mess them up any further than they already are. So I remember putting some of that on both of the plants, and you can see that plant finally is coming up. So that's the only I've done. Well, really, technically, to be fair, I didn't have money to spend on any fertilizer anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
A job, and the part-time job that I did have, that I worked for a couple of weeks, I had so many things that I needed at that time that fertilizer was not on the list. Tennis shoes was on the list, so I got some new tennis shoes.
Yeah. And, well, and you did good though, because didn't you just fill a lot of those beds with fresh soil this year? Weren't they new beds? A bunch of them.
All of them are new beds.
That's what I thought. So your new dirt that you put in there probably isn't completely depleted yet.
Yes, and I will. And of course, I did have natural fertilizer because I started treating those beds like around fall time when all the stuff was starting to die from last year, from the garden before. I started composting them with chicken manure and leaves and all this different stuff. And different food scraps and stuff like that. I started composting them in the fall all the way until planting time.
Except for they were built up with lots of nutrients, right?
So yeah, and I'll be doing that same thing again. So a lot of work was put into it, but not as much money as everyone else had to put in it. I did the best I could with what I had.
Yeah, well, your garden came out fabulous, right?
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I've
seen it, it's looked super healthy and everything's growing real well. So what more can you ask for?
Now, but I still have some things growing right now.
Yeah.
My Luffa's up.
I got a bunch of stuff out there still, tomatoes, and I've harvested 30 pounds of tomatoes already.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
That just shocks me.
Yeah, I have all my stuff written down, but I haven't started to work the numbers yet on those. But of course, I have eggs every day, and then I've had quite a bit of tomatoes and okra and tomatillos, and so I've had a pretty good harvest. Of course, Stephen was on his first year, so he doesn't have really a lot growing, but he tried. I give him props for that. So I said, well, maybe they'll still consider your year completed, that you still put out some videos on it. So he did good with the bell peppers, I thought.
Yeah, he did.
And he had some yellow squash going there pretty good for a while, and then he ran over it with the weed eater.
Yeah, that can cause problems.
Yeah. Now he realizes how harsh it is when someone runs over your plants with a lawnmower or weed eater.
Yeah. How sad it makes you. That's heartbreaking when that happens, for sure.
It is. I know. I get nervous when he goes out there. Did you hear what I said? My Luffa's blooming.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. And it's little bitty things looking on it where I feel like that's where the Luffa's going to grow out. There's 3 or 4 like that. And they're just growing in with the zinnias, the flowers over there. And I actually had something for it to grow up on, but then that, whatever that was, broke. So now it's just sort of climbing on the zinnias right now.
Right.
And it's flowering, pretty yellow flowers. So
nice.
If
I would like to grow is Luffa, not to eat it, but I'd like to dry it and then make soap and pour the soap in the loofahs and make like loofah soap sponges.
That sounds neat. I really even planned what I was going to do with it. Somebody sent me loofah. I can't remember who it was now. And then also when I went to the YouTube meetup, somebody was giving away loofah seeds. I said, well, I already have some loofah seeds. And she said, I have lots. Just go ahead and take some more. So it's a good thing she did that, because I'll have loofah seeds to try for next year.
Nice.
So I'll be able to try it again. Hopefully I'll get some loofah seeds of my own. That would be nice to be able to harvest them. So.
Yeah, I've been working on saving some seeds too. I've got some peppers already, and herbs. I let all my herbs flower, my oregano and my sage and all those I let flower, and because the bees love them.
You know what? I don't think I even planted any sage, or if I did, it didn't come up. Might have been something that didn't come up. But my cilantro did really well, and I did save seed from that. And part of my basil is flowering. I'm just going to keep harvesting it, and then, you know, and then when it starts to die, then I'm just going to let it dry there for a while, and then I'll let the seeds get as big as they possibly can.
Yeah. Let them grow it there next year.
Yep. Will it come up on its own? Have you ever done basil? This is my first year with basil.
I've never tried it. I've never tried to have it regrow. So I don't know. I think some of my holy basil came up that I grew last year.
My chocolate mint is spreading everywhere.
Mine is too. It's going crazy. I need to go trim it.
That's
crazy. That is a crazy price for tomatoes. $15 a kilogram. That's like $15 for 2.3 pounds.
What is the craziest thing you've ever dehydrated?
Well, I don't know. Marshmallows, probably.
Me too. Yeah, marshmallows, me too. Which my interview with Lala Farms, that was what he asked me about. He was like, why? I was like, okay. Well, number one, when they're in the bag, they get sticky and they stick to each other. But when you dehydrate them, they're like freeze-dried kind of. So they don't stick. And those ones I dehydrated last year, I will have them to use for hot chocolate this year. And really, I didn't want to say it on there, but really it's almost like prepping your marshmallows so that you'll have them. I know that sounds really strange, but they're going to last long.
I'd rather dehydrate them myself than let them get dry or sticky in the bag and clump together, right?
And they clump up nice in the hot chocolate, because I try to.
Yeah, that's it, right? Well, and I'll just eat them. The little mini ones.
Yeah.
I'll just eat them like a snack. Which probably isn't good, because that's just like sucking on sugar cubes, right? But
I won't even have to buy any this year for hot chocolate, because we already have a whole half-gallon jar just
nice
from last year. So
nice. I need to get some and dehydrate them.
Yeah.
I have run out
right now.
Hello.
Hi, Charles.
I thought I'd jump up and say hey.
We're supposed to be talking about Tuesday. What?
We're supposed to be talking about Techy Tuesday. There hasn't been much tech talk today, but
I know. I told her I'll be more prepared with questions next time. You know me, I'm always getting questions.
Yeah. Well, it's good though, because we haven't had any Techy Tuesdays for all summer long, so
I thought I could at least come up and keep you company.
Yeah, exactly. How are you doing, Charles?
Oh, not too bad.
I'm working on my video tomorrow, Charles, for your collaboration. I have 3 collaborations right now. Brittany Farms, you, and then Crazy Ed. So I have 3 videos, but I'm working on one today, and I'm gonna work on one tomorrow, and then this weekend I'm gonna do my cooking, because he extended it. He extended the barbecue cook-off one. So
yeah, I was gonna do Shed Wars video today, but every time I went out to the garden, neighbors were out there, and they're very loud.
Yeah.
And every other word is an F word, so
no, great.
No recording.
Yeah.
And
I love
here's a sneak peek of my
bush stick.
Well, kind of that too, but this is more of a way to get rid of pests in the garden and stuff.
Oh, okay.
You can't see the green.
You printed it?
You didn't see it?
I think it was John with his mankini on.
You can't see the green.
It's see-through because it's green.
Out what that was. It was like, oh yeah, it's
fabulous. I can't wait to see that one.
But every time I go out there to do the video, I was like, oh, come on. I've been wanting to do this video for like 4 or 5 days. It was raining.
You people, be quiet.
Yeah, ever since we put the fence all the way around the yard, it's so much better because I don't feel like the neighbors think I'm talking to myself when I'm out making a video. Because I felt like they probably think I'm absolutely nuts here talking to myself.
Yeah.
Here I am just.
So. Hey, Niecy. How are you doing, darling? Are you in Dallas at your layover? I know you said you had 4 hours in Dallas this morning.
4 hours in Dallas Airport, nothing. Because it takes a while just to get to go around that Skytram thing. Crazy. I just got through flying. Remember when I went to go see Jan for the meetup? And we drove in together? Wow. Whoa. Are you doing that?
Oh, that I love, yeah. I gotta play more with that OBS because I gotta figure out how to do some of that stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, OBS is fun.
That needs to be on my list of things to do. Go in there and play with it and see if I can figure it out. That's how I figure things out usually, is just by playing around.
Yeah, it's a little bit of fun.
At our gate waiting patiently.
Is that what it is, a potato? No, it's a cat.
It's a cat. It's a potato cat.
It looked like a potato for a second. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a potato.
Yeah, Charles always comes up with the best special effects for sure.
My beard kind of sticks out the bottom of it, though.
A little bit, but that's okay. It just looks like you have extra beard.
Yeah, you got some
king potato. There you go.
Minecraft.
Can't really do it because all the green screen messes with it. Too much green in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to have green hair, but should have seen some of the green screen things that happened with my green hair.
I bet.
That's an interesting filter.
The cartoon thingy.
Is that built into the OBS, or is that something?
Oh, no. It's a separate program.
Oh, okay.
It's like the Snapchat filters and stuff.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I'll have to discover all of them.
I haven't had any problems with any stalkery stuff lately, so that's good. I have some stuff out on my videos, which is probably that person, but other than that, or it could just be normal haters, you know.
Well, them thumbs down are pretty good.
I heard.
The one video I did on Mr. Potato Head, or that one got a lot of hate.
Did it really?
Oh yeah, I think that's my most hated video, and it's just a short.
Oh my.
Oh wow. Yeah, shorts always get at least a few thumbs down, but you know, people talk about that those shorts aren't going over to other countries, but if you look at your analytics, it shows Indonesia, India, Korea, Iraq, Philippines. It shows all those countries. And I know that because I've been playing around with those shorts lately, and I look at my analytics and it's got all these like, plus you can tell when you got stuff hitting the short shelf because it shows the younger kids on there, whereas normally it's people in my own age group.
Yeah, it shows that where all your views came from.
Yeah.
So they have. Oh, did I finish telling you about that, Lorrie? That they have a program out with money where they're going to pay people for the shorts, either that are in the YouTube program or not. They're going to.
Oh, interesting.
Probably the ones that hit the millions, though. I don't know.
Oh,
it might not be the ones that hit the thousands. It might be ones that hit 1 million. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Didn't go into that.
We'll have to look into that.
You never know what one's going to hit because Pafford Homestead had one hit just about a flat tire. So, and that's what sent them over 1K.
Yeah.
Way over 1K.
Yeah, really quickly.
Yeah, my friend that still works at YouTube said one of the best ways to get out of the doghouse with YouTube is do some shorts. That way, it kind of clears your badness, I guess they would say. So I'm hoping.
Because you made a video about something they don't like.
Oh yeah.
Or about if it's just like my channel that's going. Oh.
Well,
you had one that was pulled, didn't you? A video that was pulled completely.
Yeah, I had 4 videos that were deleted, and probably 3 weeks of the yellow strikes.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not happy with me.
They're not happy with you.
So, which like last week, I completely just did prepping stuff without talking about anything bad or even if it's not bad.
And it's hard to talk about prepping when you're not, people don't understand why they should be prepared, why they should have backups and stuff. And I don't know how you can get it across to people how important it is without talking about some of the things that are going on in the world.
Yeah, and you can talk about
huge giant windstorms that can come and knock your whole island out of power for 5 or 6 days.
Yeah.
My mom has started prepping now. What?
Nice. That's good. Everybody should.
Yeah, I think so. At
least 3 or 4 days worth of supplies.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Because if you're in the city, most of the time you're not going to be out of power for more than that, maybe 4 or 5 days by the time they're going to have power.
Unless a freak snow blizzard goes through Texas.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to find out some of that stuff for real, what it's really like to be cold inside of your house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Used to that.
When we lost power, it was right before Christmas one year, and it was cold. Luckily, we have a propane heater in the front room, or a propane stove in the front room, so that really helped. But that was 5 days, no power.
Yeah.
We went,
and that was just a windstorm.
2 days.
Yeah.
It was like off 12 hours, then on for 2, and then off for another 8. So it was almost. But we have lanterns and candles and matches, and like I said, when I very first started on YouTube, I was watching and prepping. I've been your chicks. I can't see what they said from here, but I can see their logo.
SKK said hi, and Fishes and Loaves Life says hello, popping in. They're having a rainstorm.
We need some rain. We could use some rain.
Oh, Recyclable Homestead. Hi there.
It'd be 4 days on and off rain.
Yeah.
We have been too. We've been getting rain on and off for the last several days.
I think we got
today.
Yeah, really hot weather, and then because I didn't want to go out and mow, and then it rained, and then it just everything grew like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time to get out in the garden again. I got to start pulling some things out for fall. My peppers are about done.
Well, my peppers are still going really good.
I'm already going. Like, well, maybe it'll be okay. Like the peppers or whatever they're getting attacked by. I'm like, well, maybe some of them will be okay. So I haven't pulled it out yet. But I think the peppers are played out. The leaves are starting to look. So I think it's rough. Go. It's time to say goodbye.
You've done your work.
Yes, thank you for providing food.
That's the only thing that really, my purple Cherokee tomatoes did really, really good. I made the mistake of not cutting the suckers out, and they sprouted out like crazy. I'm sitting there trying to dig in there to get the tomatoes out.
I go out there every day and look for orange ones and pull them inside. So, I mean, I've got 2 beds of tomatoes, so we got plenty of tomatoes. They're not like the most huge tomatoes ever, but there's like a lot of them.
Yeah, I've got tomatoes at 1 slice for a tomato sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Huge ones. I didn't think they would do that good. My other tomatoes got ate up by a deer.
Here, I can tell better what I want to plant again and what I don't. I need to label specific species so I can decide if I want to grow them again or not.
Yeah, I like to have the area so I could like have one whole row of just testing things, like different tomatoes.
I think that's what I'm going to do next year. I'm going to maybe do like 6 sections of 6 different types of tomatoes, and each one's labeled and carted off. Like I already have a tomato bed on the side of the house, the cemented one, and then I have the raised bed that's purple that has tomatoes in it. So I want to split those into 3 on both and try different ones and see, because I've got a lot of different seeds. I'm not going to have to spend a ton of money on seeds next year because
no, me neither. I've got so many seeds, it's crazy.
What kind of seeds did I win the other day, Lori? I didn't hear the part about what I won.
Oh, we didn't say what people won.
Oh, okay. That's fine. It doesn't matter.
And I don't remember what I put in the envelope for you.
Oh, no, that's
One of them was a winter celery, but I don't remember what the other 2 are.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Want everyone on. Yeah, that's pretty messed up, Gay. Deleting landlines. Thank you, Recyclable. You're so sweet.
Yeah, I don't see how Garden State Gardener keeps up with all that, mailing all that out and stuff.
Oh, I know, right?
I know. Just my when I do a giveaway, it's like a thing, you know. Now on my coupon channel, I was only mailing 1 gift card and some coupons, you know, so that wasn't too hard. I mailed out like less than 10 envelopes, and I'd already bought the book of stamps, so that wasn't too hard. So
yeah, well, I've got I have to package some art up for Recyclable Homestead. I'm torn between coasters and or a trivet, so I want to send them, but none of those fit into an envelope.
how much does it usually cost when you do seed mailing to us?
Oh, the seed mailing? It shouldn't be much at all. It should only take a couple of stamps, regular letter stamps.
So like $1?
Yeah, maybe $1 or $2.
Did my seed swab if I should include Canada or not, but $1 is not too bad. Yeah. I mean, it's not like you're going to get that many that are going to want to purchase it.
You have to watch, because I think he was saying that if you use bubble wrap or the bubble wrap package, it costs more. So you want to use an envelope.
So it's probably not any like beans or anything, but flatter type seeds, it should be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just tried to, the ones that I'm sending down to the States, I made sure that the envelopes are small enough that they can just fit through a regular mail slot, because then I shouldn't get any extra charges. And then I do have one that's in Canada, and that's the one I filled up with more of like beans and stuff.
Yeah.
He
is amazing.
Yeah, he sent me a package. I think it was the August one, August seed of the month. or seeds of the month. He had that tape, his gardener's tape on there. I couldn't. I was trying to get into that thing so much, and that's some strong tape. Had to get scissors and cut the bottom of it.
Like making it easy for you, right?
Yeah.
I know. I kept waiting for John to send me those seeds he was going to send me to make my mail call video last week. And so I finally made the video on Thursday, and it came on Friday. I was when I'm doing I like to do at least 3 things at one time. But on that day, though, I got some stickers from Ricky Ventures that I didn't expect. So it did end up being 3 things. But so now I got something else in the mail today. So now I got to wait for one more thing. It's like, oh, I hate to make it for just 1 or 2 things. I like to make it for 2 things at one time.
Yeah. I'm just waiting. I got my envelopes all ready with my seeds, and I just need to package something up for Recyclable Homestead, and I swear I will be mailing things this week, sometime this week. I'll do it.
Surprise stickers in the mail lately. People just sending them that I don't know they're coming. So that's cool. What is that?
I thought it was a feather at first, but I think it's a cat.
Kitty. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It looks a little bit like a feather.
Yeah, exactly. Hard to find green pepper seeds in some areas. I'm saving my seeds this year, yeah.
Green pepper, like
green pepper seeds too.
Farm and HVAC, are you talking about bell peppers?
In and out of signal. Yeah, bell peppers, he was saying. Hard to find green pepper seeds. I'm assuming bell peppers.
We have mixed colors of peppers, but if you're interested, Farm and HVAC, let me know.
Yeah, I've got people asking me for them peppers that I got.
Oh, yeah.
Rare Italian peppers.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a lot, just a few.
I have some peppers that are growing straight up that came in a miscellaneous hot peppers thing. But so now if they're growing straight up, does that usually mean they're hot peppers?
No, the ones I got are sweet.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
I was a little worried. I'm not going to take a chunk out of it like John did on.
I was going to say, make sure you record testing them out.
Yeah, I'll take like a sliver, not.
It was that only thing I could think of when he was eating that pepper is a white-haired wrestler guy. He goes, woo, all the time. No.
Safe travels, BC. We'll see you home, sweet home soon.
I can't remember his name now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch wrestling, so.
I don't really either, but he was a popular one.
Yeah.
You'd go through a channel or something
and
he'd pop up. And
high school that used to.
Ric Flair, I think his name was.
Yeah, that one doesn't even sound familiar. It was so long ago. It was actually the Vaughn. That's how long ago I had a friend that was a wrestling fan.
The Nature Boy Ric Flair, I think his name was.
Poor emus. You should go sit with them, KK. And you can sing them a song, a soothing song.
Yeah, somebody just Needy Homestead was telling me that it was getting pretty bad up there.
Pretty stormy in a thunderstorm. Sure, I love thunderstorms.
Getting bad with the weather or getting bad with the food shortages and stuff?
Weather.
Weather, okay. Yeah. I was just checking.
Storming pretty bad.
There's so many forms of bad right now. We have to, which one are we talking
about? Yeah. Which bad are we dealing with this time?
Yeah, after I watched your video, like when I went to the store, I grabbed some extra bread, and put it in packaged it up again and put it in the freezer.
Yeah,
Just to have
one store I went to,
little things.
Bueller's, yeast was at $9 for a little bottle. Like, wow.
I have never seen it in the bottle. I always just buy it in those little packages that has 3. I've never wondered if it has it. I really don't order them.
There were like little 2-pound packages that were vacuum sealed, and they're supposed to be good for years.
Online? Is this online?
I stick mine in I stick mine in the freezer.
That's where mine is sitting in the freezer. And then I have like a little jar that I keep in the fridge of what I'm using, and then everything else stays in those vacuum sealed bags in the freezer.
Yeah.
Hi, Abby. Hi, Britton family. Hello, hello. Oh, he and your 2 older brothers wrestled. He would move around.
My son went into wrestling for the first year, but they had a bunch of
wow, not one bag of any bread. That's crazy.
Wow.
What did she say? Walmart was out of bread a week ago.
Yeah.
There was
I was surprised of all the wheat, and then I started, because then I get, usually when I do these, I usually get a lot of people telling me about, get down, you silly cat. Their areas and stuff of, and then I had somebody email me saying that for Australia, their wheat was completely knocked out. I'm not sure why or what happened, but they're having to import a lot of wheat for bread and whatnot. And then Russia's wheat was destroyed last year. So, and evidently we have like a surplus of it that the government basically hoards in case of emergencies and stuff, and we've already got into that. So if another thing happens again, there's no wheat.
Yeah. Well, and I hear that the government is also paying farmers to destroy their crops.
Eventually.
Oh yeah, I still don't understand that.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
I actually bought some cornmeal too. I've been filling up a thing of cornmeal.
Yeah.
And trying to get the recipes that you need written down in case, the electronics go down at some point.
Yeah.
Farm and HVAC says he has 20 plants now, so he's good. But thank you, Gail.
Oh, okay. Oh, on the bell peppers.
That is not good. No bread is not good. Yeah, I stocked up on flour. I've probably got about 30 or 40 pounds of flour stashed away here in the house, and I just keep rotating it because, I mean, not that I make bread, but if I had to make bread, I could.
Yeah. It's good to have your bread recipe and your cornbread recipe written down because in case you have to make your own stuff.
Yeah.
Be nice to have it.
Yeah, paid to destroy their crops.
Yep. There's a lot of them full crops. Instead of getting into the harvest, they'll just plow them under, and then they get paid. They have insurance on crops now, so they get paid double for it. So I mean, why not?
Yeah. They'll pay them to destroy the crop rather than taking them to market and making use of them.
Yeah.
A day's wages for a loaf of bread. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How is that not a crime?
This stuff that's going on with the food shortages that are, we're going to say, possibly coming. It kind of reminds me of an episode of like Hunger Games, the movie where that guy works at the bread place, and he throws the loaf of bread to her or whatever, and she's out hunting with her bow because, you can't buy meat. You have to, hunt for your own whatever. This all kind of reminds me of that for some reason. I know that's kind of an outlandish movie, but this kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, well, it's the start of things, right?
They've been
that movie was about kind of like socialism type stuff.
Yeah.
They've been the government has been backing this company to remake the seed for wheat, that it puts out more and more protein and stuff, and that's what they're wanting to introduce to farms and stuff, this new seed. And it's been.
Are you worried that stuff has too much chemicals in it? Like, I was wondering when you were talking in your video, did you think that had too much chemicals in it that we're not really gonna? Not gonna be.
Well, when they start messing with the DNA of stuff, usually it doesn't turn out too good.
Yeah. Altering DNA is never a good idea.
Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought you meant. That I
mean, it sounds good to make a seed that makes giant things, but
it's not.
When you start messing with it too much, usually bad things happen.
I've been going
exactly, Stephen.
On everybody's videos. It's like, okay, Lorrie's World. Have I missed anything? And I go back to see if they've all got the red line through them, and trying to keep up with everything.
It's hard.
Oh, I know.
Especially right now. I mean, it's so busy in the garden. I've got a huge project at work going on.
Video, all these, and then trying to keep up with my 3 videos a week, over to 10 minutes long. So, but that's my goal, is to try to do that. My
big thing is trying to keep up with the channels that YouTube unsubscribes from me.
Yeah.
It's a lot on this channel. Like, I go to my comments and it's unsubscribing me from the people commenting. So I'll go back and I'll watch 2 more videos and make 2 more comments, and I just have to keep going back in, and especially since I did video for a whole week on this channel.
I'm always having to hunt people down. I'm always finding that I'm unsubscribed from somebody.
Yeah.
Even people that I watch regularly. I'll go in one day and I'll be unsubscribed.
I know.
I'll be like, why haven't I gotten any notifications from this person for a while? And I'll go look, and
notifications off too. It's like, you didn't ask for permission to do that. Right. Now I do occasionally have to go through and take some people out that aren't watching me. I do have to unsubscribe, but I don't do it unless I have to. Like on this channel, I've not reached my max. Right. So I can subscribe to whoever I want. But on my other channel, I have to be more selective, and I have to go through, and if I don't remember a comment, I just take that person off. Or if they're not in our gardening, homesteading, prepping community, I just, sorry.
Alrighty, guys. Well, it's been a little over an hour, and I do have to go back to work.
Oh, no.
No, it's true. I really do have to go back to work. I can show you what I'm working on if you wanted to hang out and watch me work, but that's kind of boring.
I'll think of some questions for you for next time.
For next month? Okay. Well, yeah, like I said at the beginning, we're going to be going live once a month. First Tuesday of the month, we'll be live, and we'll do a Q&A kind of like this. And then the other 3 or 4 weeks, however many there are in the month, there will be lessons that come out on Tuesdays.
Lorrie, have you ever done a video on an intro, how to make an intro?
I have not, but I could.
I've been wanting to work on one for this, and I don't really know what to do. Like yours that you did was really good with the pictures and words, and just don't know how to do that very well, but
Yeah.
I want to learn.
I can show people how to do that in my Premiere Pro. I don't know how much it will help people with other programs, but
yeah, I mean, I could do it on the computer. I mean, I have some decent gardening pictures on my. I want to just put some gardening. I want to put some of everything I do, some gardening, some cooking, some pictures of the chickens. I want to have something of all the different things I do on my channel. I want to have at least a picture representing each of those things. Skeleton.
That's a great idea. Okay.
Scary skeleton.
We'll really do that. Because it's not too difficult. At least to do one like the one that I have. It was just adding titles and putting pictures in, adding some music.
I like the tell the marketer one. Oops, this thing's stuck on there, didn't it?
I know.
The tell the marketer one.
I was catching up on hers, and I watched one of them, and I didn't get the other one watched. I had to take my daughter to the eye doctor today, so I didn't get the other one watched. But I'm trying to go back and make sure all those videos are watched for everybody.
Maybe I'll get him to come for one of my lives and do some lessons, Stephen. I'll have to sweet talk him. See if he'll be a guest star.
Oh, your hubby?
Well,
No, Charles.
Oh, yeah.
I did that. The OBS, but I think it was over a lot of people's heads. I was trying to do it step by step.
Yeah.
Because that's when I sit down in front of the camera, that's what I use to record with and stuff.
Okay.
And that way I can bring up different things. And you can kind of do the same thing with StreamYards too. Yeah.
I've used the OBS a couple of times for some training videos I just did for a client. And because I found at StreamYard when I went to play back the playback, the quality wasn't as good. And in the OBS, I was able to play with the quality settings and get a better quality video. So then my final product, and it was for a client, so I couldn't really put up a video for her that was a training video that you could see and you couldn't understand. So I had to do it a couple of times. So I went to the OBS and it worked a lot better because I could play with some of those settings. But maybe I'll play with it a little bit more and do some lessons as I learn it too.
Yeah.
Hey, Greenwell. We are just getting ready to say goodbye here, but thank you for popping in. Thanks everybody for coming in for Techy Tuesday. I always appreciate you when you come in and hang out and visit. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
You make a pretty good creepy clown there, dude.
You do.
I wonder what that makeup would look like with his beard. If he actually put that on with his beard. That'd be funny. That could be awesome for you. Just do white and red makeup like that.
Yeah. You can try it.
I think I'm going to do the 80s theme for my costume this year. I was actually invited to a Halloween party.
Were you?
Yeah, and I had bought that purple stuff to do a Chef Wars video, and I used it. Then I was at my mom's, so I bought some there, so I still have a can here. So I'm like, I'm just going to do 80s because I can do like a Madonna or Cyndi Lauper with the side ponytail with the purple in it. And
there you go.
And all that. Yeah, I think that's fun.
All right, guys, I'm going to call it a day and go back to work and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, Lori. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody, for coming in and hanging out for a while. I really do appreciate you. And I will see you soon.